Hello Flight Sim fans and welcome to the Practically Geek channel. In this episode of the best free add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm taking a look at 5 different freeware add-ons you can download from flightsim.to. All of these will be linked in the description down below. Head down to the comment section and let me know what you think of these add-ons, and if you do enjoy this video, please give it a massive like and consider subscribing to the Practically Geek channel for more flight simulator and aviation content just like this. Welcome to the south of Germany and to this quaint little airfield just outside the town of Illertissen. Yep, you've guessed it, this is Illertissen Airfield, and for such a small aerodrome in this simulator, doesn't it look great? This is a freeware add-on created by Saitek. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. The airfield has been faithfully recreated and features some really smart details, which I'm going to show you now. The details in this scenery are actually some of the best I've seen, and while they aren't smack you in the face impressive, they deliver a fantastic level of immersion, sometimes only seen in payware add-ons. For example, the custom signs included in this freeware are just amazing. The textures are crisp and everything is readable. The dirt and weathering is really great. It gives the illusion that the airfield gets virtually muddy in the rain and in winter. You can see this detail quite a lot around the scenery. The metal bars with the rust on, the dirt between the metal roof, the large stains on top of this hangar, the muck and grime along this wall, the oil marks and imperfections near the oil pumps. There is just so much detail for such a small airfield. Let's play a little game of spot the difference to show you some of these fantastic little features Saitek has included in this scenery. Are you ready? Did you spot it? Depending on the time of day, the parasols on the picnic benches dynamically open and close, which is amazing, and once again something you only usually see on payware add-ons. Here's another one. Are you ready? Again, did you spot it? If the wind direction changes, so will the runway sign on the small control tower. It actually directs you to either runway 25 or 07 depending on the wind direction. That is so cool. Other features include full 4K PBR, handcrafted buildings throughout the airfield, and high quality ground ortho, which is available in a separate download. As you can see, the developer has improved this airfield a lot. The before and after shots just don't do it justice. And in the default scenery, the massive autogen building that looks like a European block of shops is the most oddly placed bits of scenery I've come across in the sim for a while. The attention to detail is incredible for such a small add-on. You can tell Saitek has put a lot of work into making this scenery look exactly like the real life airfield. To experience this scenery for yourself, head to the link in the description and download Illertissen Airfield absolutely free for your simulator today. The next freeware add-on complements Illertissen really well. This is the Discus 2C, and while we aren't getting official gliders till November, I can say for certain this is currently the best way you can experience them within this simulator. The exterior modelling is amazing quality with a mixture of 8K and 4K textures to really give this glider a realistic appearance. It looks stunning even when it's sitting on the ground, and I love the liveries included within this download. If you think this glider looks good from the outside, well, just look at the interior. Once again, texture work is first class, and I am impressed with the custom animations and sounds, which are better than some payware aircraft I've bought in the past. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to flying a glider, but this thing is tremendous fun. Although you can use the kinetic assistant to fling yourself into the air, the Discus has this useful screen with its own inbuilt winch control. just set and launch to be dragged into the air, then release to float across the air like a bird. It's such a beautiful feeling to glide across the landscapes, hearing the wind rush by as you fall with style like Buzz Lightyear. The Discus 2C also comes with a realistic flight model, custom navigation display, 4 thermal active weather presets, custom yaw string with animations, and much more. Don't try to start this glider on the apron though, otherwise you'll be greeted with this funny and extremely detailed note. I thought this was a cool little touch by the developer. I really love this glider. For me, I think it will stand the test of time even when the simulator gets official support later this year. In fact, I think it will only get better with proper flight dynamics being introduced for these type of aircraft. For now though, let's head to the included Glider Club airfield indicated by Golf Tango Foxtrot Delta on the world map, and take in the gorgeous scenery while soaring past mountains and small villages in your own Discus glider. Got Friends, the developer behind this wonderful freeware, also have a premium version priced at £15.50. The freeware and paid versions can be found over on flightsim.to. I will leave a link in the description so you can have a look at both, and of course let me know if you download this fab little aircraft and take it up for a spin. Not literally. Airline Announcements by Pilot Alex is a cool little program which adds a lovely level of immersion to your commercial flying. As you taxi out, simply find the airline you are currently flying and hit the play button to start the authentic safety briefing for that particular airline. The program is simple to use and can be downloaded and installed anywhere on your PC. No need to mess around in the community folder with this one. Once the application is opened, you are greeted with over 50 airline announcements from Air France to Virgin Atlantic. In fact, we are just taxiing out to the runway here at San Francisco, so let's give it a little test. Dragging the app onto the screen, we can see just a few of the airlines on offer. Simply click the play button and the announcements will begin to play.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today. You're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world.
You can pause at any time or rewind. Unfortunately, the scroll bar doesn't work yet, but I'm sure the developer is working on it. The audio quality is great and really clear and makes the journey from the stand to the runway that more interesting. Personally, I can see this being great for content creators such as live streamers or YouTubers recording full flight videos. Before we move on, here are some examples of other airlines which all sound really fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen mask.
Memories are more powerful when we make them together, shared with friends and loved ones. Every flight is a chance to celebrate together.
Hello and welcome to your flight with TUI. Whether it's your first flight or your 50th, do take a moment to look and listen as we talk you through them.
Welcome. We're excited to have you aboard, and we appreciate your attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. FAA regulation requires you to follow the instructions of our crew members.
Airline Announcements is free to download and you can find it over on flightsim.to. I will leave a link for it in the description down below. The developer looks to be updating this regularly, so you can expect more airlines to be added to the app soon. This is the Cabri G2, a 2-seater light helicopter produced by Gimbal, and it was designed by Bruno Gimbal, a former Eurocopter engineer, and it can be traced back as far as the 1980s, with its first demonstration flight in 1992. The HCG team have produced an excellent model of this small helicopter, and you can download it absolutely free from flightsim.to. I will leave a link for it in the description so you can get flying this fun little helicopter in the sim today. I'm impressed with the quality of this free aircraft, and although it is still a work in progress, the team will be making further upgrades and updates to it over time. The model and texture work, in my opinion, is already payware quality even at this early stage. I had so much fun flying it around New York for a short sightseeing tour this morning. The Cabri G2, like the rest of the add-ons featured in this video, can be downloaded from the link in the description. You will need the Airline FS program for this helicopter to work, however. The link for that can be found in the download page for the Cabri G2. Setup is really simple, and the file also contains the flight profile, which again is very simple to load in. Last, but by no means least, we are heading to North Connell in Scotland to visit Oban Airport by Studio CD. This is a great location to start a scenic flight from, using runway 01 as your departure and flying north along Loch Linney. You can visit the likes of Fort William and Ben Nevis. Oban Airport looks great with this freeware installed, and although the default scenery isn't too bad, we now get a much more true to life representation, complete with authentic hangars, terminal and the control tower. Studio CD have made several big changes to the airport, adding in custom 4K PBR models, usable helipads, a perimeter fence, better night lighting, upgraded aerial imagery, and various points of interest which are all visible on the world map. It's worth noting, if you have the Orbex North scenery installed, there is an option to download this airport only on its own. For this video, I've actually installed the full add-on, which causes the local point of interest to merge together with the Orbex ones. With that said, I do think the Studio CD landmarks look better modelled than the Orbex ones. Connell Bridge, for example, looks more fleshed out with more detail in the structure and brick supports. Night lighting looks great. The terminal and apron are all illuminated realistically, making the airport more immersive during the late evening and early hours. The street lamps on the landside area look good too. The car park and surrounding roads now look much more true to life compared to the default scenery. Speaking of the landside, the freeware scenery for Oban makes this area look much better and now resembles the entrance to the airport as it appears in real life. The devs have done a great job here, as we can see using Google Street View for reference. The same can be said for the terminal building and control tower. The handcrafted model looks exactly like the one at Oban, and the textures used on the walls and floors are excellent. I especially like the Oban Airport sign, which is fully 3D and again resembles the one at the terminal. This is a fantastic little airport surrounded by the beauty of Scotland. Studio CD have recreated Oban in very high quality, and I can't recommend this enough for anyone looking to do some sightseeing flights or helicopter tours of Scotland and the nearby landmarks. You can download Oban Airport from flightsim.to from the link in the description. Make sure to select which download you would like before installing. Remember, if you have the Orbex scenery, you may want to just download the airport only file, but I strongly recommend selecting the main file option if you don't have the Orbex add-on, as it gives you a great selection of custom made points of interest around the area of Oban and North Connell. So those were 5 free add-ons you can download right now for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. As I've mentioned, these are all linked in the description below. Let me know in the comments if you plan to download any of these, and if you do enjoy using any of the add-ons mentioned, please consider leaving the developer a small donation if you are able to. If you have any add-ons, free or paid, you would like me to take a look at in a future video, please let me know in the comments down below, or contact me via my social media linked in my channel page. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a massive like, and please consider subscribing to the Practically Geek channel for more Microsoft Flight Simulator content just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.